From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys...
And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Well, he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fields. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And shutting him off. Now open field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A give. This is Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Set.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 30.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding room to the 20. Over the middle, complete. It's Fields. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll go on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A line of scrimmage once again to 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7th. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Banks. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's Tyler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Looking for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. So well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gone!
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Tyler. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tyler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Over. Set. 3-19.
Handoff comes to Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now let's go. 3-19.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Back to the ground, Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
We got three, fellas. Watch him now, Barney.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Now Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watching that, Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tim Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Over! Here we go now. 3-19.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Hey. Four down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. But the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Detroit! Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he is all the way up past the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Over! Hurry up, here we go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. That is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Leopard!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going backwards. And that will be incomplete.